This is a story that has never been told in a town that's not widely known unless you're coming to this park, to this field, to play this game. This is Taylor, Michigan, about 20 minutes outside of the city of Detroit. They are the host of the Junior Little League World Series. 10 teams are competing for the title of world champions. 3,600 other all-star teams couldn't make it this far. And from behind the tall cottonwood trees emerged an unlikely group. A group that survived the insurmountable odds of owning the right to play amongst the world's best. These are Weslaco's Junior Little League All-Stars. They come to the field undefeated in the last 14 games to wear the title Southwest Regional Champions, a title never held by any team in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas.
Weslaco on 3.
1, 2, 3, Weslaco!
These are 12, 13, and 14-year-old boys, all from the city of Weslaco and enrolled in our Weslaco schools. They've spent almost 2 months traveling, competing, and missing their homes and families. And by the time we got here to cover their story, they were 2 games down in what's called a 4-game pool tournament. Close and disappointing losses to teams from Virginia and Hawaii. We caught up to the team the morning of the 3rd tournament game, warming up and taking reps in the batting cage. Head coach Arnold Cavazos and assistant coaches Juan Sanchez and Richard Estebanes helped bring us up to date.
I say we still got a chance. We gotta win out both games and help somebody loses, and still got a chance to make it to the U.S. championship round. But I don't know. Boys are tired. They're excited, but just we haven't played up to what we can play. We hit the ball the way we normally hit the ball. Hopefully today we turn it around. I hope.
Yesterday they were off, so we're hoping it cleared up their minds a little bit. They seem good. They want to fight back. Hopefully today they can turn it around. I think they're ready. They're ready to go already.
It's nothing that our boys haven't seen. The kids have come a long way. From where they've matured and grown this past 3 or 4 months. They're right up there. I would. How could I say this? We shouldn't be in the position we're in. I think we're just tired. They were tired. They needed the day off yesterday because the level of competition here is good, but it's nothing the boys haven't seen.
Well, nobody makes mistakes. Everybody's real solid on defense. Hitting is good. Competition is just a lot better. I mean, I think we're the same. We can compete with anybody. We haven't gotten blown out in the game. Some of the other teams have gotten blown out. We've stayed with each team's thrown their ace at us, and we've held our own. We just haven't been able to get past that. But some of these teams are big. I mean, compared to our boys, I mean they're big. But we can compete with them. We just haven't hit the ball. And if we hit the ball, we'll be okay. If we hit the ball, we'll be okay. That's all we got to do. So we keep telling them, you got to hit the ball.
After arriving 2 days into the tournament, we had obviously missed the energy and enthusiasm that we might have seen throughout the first 2 games. By now, the pride and thrill of making it to the World Series had taken a back seat to 2 disappointing losses. The players were now quiet, humbled, and reverenced by the game. And as luck would have it, during the warm-up session prior to the start of the game, a stray ball hit leadoff pitcher Elijah Estebanes directly on the head. Coaches had scouted their opponent and felt he was their best option for a win.
You can't go right. Oh, Boston! Huh? Nah, you're done. It's okay. I'm going to see what you drive.
The physical pain would pass sooner than the mental disappointment. As important as momentum is in the game, the team representing the entire Southwest region was already entering the dugout flat. As a sign of maturity and respect, there was one more plea from the highest source. Notice on the floor of the dugout the caps, forming the sign of the cross.
And get the championship. I love you, Lord. You bless us with all of us to complete our dream, and please help us to win what our next dream is, to win everything. And please guide us to stay safe and have fun once again. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
The opponent for the day was the team representing the East from Ridgewood, New Jersey. Their record for the tournament was 1 win and 1 loss. As a gesture of good sportsmanship, each player hand-delivered a game ball and pin. This was Weslaco's first time at the Junior Little League World Series and unfamiliar with these traditions. By the top of the second inning, New Jersey had taken an early lead with a 2-run homer.
I think when you take a look at the big picture, it's an awesome feeling to be the only representative from, of course, the Valley, and then, of course, you look at the great state of Texas, and then to sit here and say they're representing the Southwest.
But Weslaco's all-star defense and catcher Brian Diaz kept runners honest and out at second base in back-to-back innings.
Good shot! Good shot! What a shoot, man! Not only do they represent Texas and the Valley and Weslaco, but they're representing the entire Southwest region of the United States. So it's a big thing. It's a good thing.
New Jersey by now had shown their ability to hit with the score 3-0 by the bottom of the fourth inning, and Weslaco's defense still making big plays. This hard-hit line drive to Jacob Cavazos gave Weslaco a chance to double play, but the call went to the offense.
Make me stand on this tree stump the rest of the week. Right here. I won't move. You guys keep on hitting, I won't move. I'll stay right here.
When Weslaco went up to bat, it was beginning to look like a rally was in the making. Austin Montalvo outran the throw to first base.
Around the plate.
Montalvo gets a hold of this one, and this is going to be trouble.
Followed by a hard-hit fly ball finding the gap at left field and bouncing over the 4-foot fence, only allowing a ground rule double. Montalvo was sent back to third. But New Jersey held on to a 3-0 lead heading into the fifth inning, which in the end deflated any hopes of a comeback. They say there's no I in the word team, but for Samuel Favieri of New Jersey, he alone was responsible for bringing in all 6 of the 6 runs from the East team. His second home run in the fifth inning was just like his first home run in the second, adding 2 RBIs, that's runners batted in, means that every time he went up to bat, his hits allowed runners on base to advance and put points on the scoreboard.
And that's the ball game.
Final score in Game 3 of a 4-game pool tournament, New Jersey 6, Texas 0.
Even though they've lost, they've showed that they can play at the same level as the other boys. The bats just haven't been exactly in our favor.
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, it puts Weslaco on the map. If people don't know where Weslaco's from, I think it's once in a lifetime. It's exciting, and I'm just grateful and blessed to be here and to support the kids from Weslaco, the parents, coaches. It's just a tremendous experience. I mean, you know, it's a dream come true for everybody that's been involved with Weslaco Little League.
Any loss is a hard loss at this level. Alex Hernandez, known to be one of the most emotional players on the team, struggles with the loss. The boys in purple are forced to listen to the cheers of the winning team. Alex leads his team out and never looks back.
Let's take a look outside. Folks, we have areas of rain still impacting the morning drive, especially across parts of Macomb County and down to Detroit. We have temperatures in the 60s now at Metro 64, Ann Arbor 63. Adrian's our cool spot locally at 60.
It rained most of the night last night, this morning. And wake up and it's nice and crisp and cold, right? And with our boys, all the Valley boys in jackets and stuff, and all the Iowa team, man, they're in short sleeves and just t-shirts. A big difference in the weather. Our guys aren't used to it. I mean, it's all 100-degree weather year-round over there. So we'll see what happens today.
The rain had saturated the outfield, and it took a host of volunteers all morning to squeegee water off the top surface of the ground.
And then right behind second base, to where the second baseman would play in the grass, is also, you know, you're going to be wet there, just it's coming up from the ground. So.
side. Good luck today. Thank you.
Their opponent from Iowa was already leading the pool tournament and set to play at the top spot in the national finals. Taking the mound to start the game after recovering from the stray ball accident yesterday was leadoff pitcher Elijah Estebanes. Weslaco was the home team and took the field first. An easy 3-and-out came from a double play at third by Raul Camarena. And with Weslaco at bat, taking the first pitch of the inning between the shoulder blades was leadoff pitcher number 1 John Cavazos, fighting back the pain to land him at first base.
That is just exactly what's been missing, you know, from this Weslaco team here. Everything that they've been hitting hard have been right at someone, and they've just really had a streak of bad luck in the 3 games that they lost. They never, you know, really suffered any 10-run deficit or anything. They were just not able to get the key hit at the key time.
That left runners on first and third with only 1 out. Alex Hernandez next at bat, and on a 3-2 count, hits a sharp grounder past third base and gives Weslaco its first lead of the game. Despite Iowa's undefeated record in the World Series tournament and set to advance to the national finals, they were not about to lay down the game. This hard shot to center field tied the game at the top of the 2nd inning. It was at the top of the 3rd inning where we started to see the true Southwest Regional champions at bat. With 2 outs and no runners on base, the third baseman hobbled the ball and can't beat Axel Camarena's speed to first base. Cleanup hitter Alex Hernandez takes advantage of what should have been an easy out as the center fielder drops the ball, allowing Axel to round off to third. Still 2 outs with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Austin Montalvo hits a ground ball to shortstop.
Shortstop down on it. Doesn't come up with the ball, Ted, and there's going to be a hustle play at the plate, and he's safe too. They're going to take a 3-1 lead. And that one is brushed on the shoulder right there, as I think Camarena got hit by the pitch, or it was ball 4, it didn't matter. He's going to take first base, and this is something that's been lacking for Weslaco in this whole series, is a 2-out rally, a key base hit, or whether taking advantage of the other team's miscues.
Well, we've been looking for this kind of spirit and this kind of baseball from Weslaco the whole tournament, and now we're seeing what they're capable of doing. And you know what? Their spirit's up, and they're, like we said, they're playing for pride. And Texas always brings a great representative here to this World Series, and this is an equally great team. They just haven't had a whole lot of breaks.
Jonathan Castillo takes a high pitch for a walk, and with bases loaded, 1 more run comes in. Angel Castellanos then connects at the top of the bat and finds a hole in front of second base, and all of a sudden, the 2-out rally in the 3rd inning gets the Weslaco fans off the bleachers. It took a diving catch and a miraculous throw to first base to finally stop the Texas momentum, but the damage had been done. Weslaco's bats had arrived with the score 5-1 against the top team in the tournament.
Down at first is Matthew Calderon for Texas, and he's standing next to Peyton Williams down there, and Peyton Williams is dwarfing him.
But despite the size difference, it was the defense of Weslaco that kept a strong lead with all-star fielding like this from El Capitan.
The shortstop, El Capitan, Axel Camarena, stayed down on that ball and came up throwing with one hand and beat the speedy Jacob Swanson for out number 3 in the top of the 5th inning.
We're now at the top of the 6th inning. Iowa had 2 runners on base, and with this short hopper to the shortstop, with a choice to throw home or the sure shot at first, his decision allows 1 run to come in. Runners on 1st and 3rd now, and 2 outs. Coach Cavazos decides to make a pitching change. Estebanes heads into the dugout with a 2-5 lead, and into the welcoming arms of his proud father, Coach Richard Estebanes. You have to wonder if coaches at this level know that the first throw from a new pitcher on the mound is going to be straight up the middle. Maybe Andrew Nord from the Iowa team knew, because he took the first pitch.
There's one hit out to the left center field, and the center fielder on his horse, and this one's going to carry 10, and it's gone!
And just like that, it's a tied ball game. Texas held tight in the 7th inning on defense. And went 3 and out at their turn at bat. Now Jacob Cavazos at the mound, and since the game was tied, we go into extra innings. Iowa had runners on first and second, and with this sacrifice bunt, bases were now loaded. Jacob Toby takes a high ball 4, and his walk to first forces in the go-ahead run. Weslaco, trying to find a pitching solution, brings Seth Sanchez to the mound. His first pitch was a sacrifice fly to center field that brought in another Iowa run. Confusion at first base allows another run in, with the stride of the 6'4" runner beats out his own slow bouncing ball. The next batter helps display the Weslaco defense as Axel Camarena takes out the lead runner at third, and twin brother Raul falls just short of a double play at first. But this hard hit ball between right and center field brings the score to Iowa 9, Texas 5. Finally, a strikeout leaving 2 runners on base ends the Iowa run and gives Texas one more chance at bat. Coach Cavazos and the Texas team have been here before.
Let's come back and make it a better game. We'll take the lead right here. Hey, we're down 4. How many times have we done that and come back from 4 runs? A lot of times. Hey, we've done it a long time. Let's do it again. Let's go.
Guys, let's go.
Let's on 3.
Most of us know how the game ends. The score stays 9-5. When we follow the team coming out of the baseball field, we see that they are still boys, and hugs from their families still soften the pain of losing a close game. We see that laughter is a good replacement for disappointment.
We got spirit, yes we do. We got spirit, how about you?
Can you come out on TV?
Nah, dude.
That big brothers are always heroes, and that a mom's touch is golden.
Program! Tigers program!
This year's perfect feature.
Oh, you jumped, man. I saw that.
Oh, it's unbelievable for them to be out here and be able to experience something other than the World Series and be able to come out and just see Major League Baseball players at a different place, see a little bit other part of the world. It's fantastic for them. It's really fantastic. Allows them to see that there's more than just Washington. I mean, let them experience something new and hopefully be better leaders from it, you know?
This was really the only chance the boys had to be away from the hotel in Heritage Park in Taylor. It was a chance to watch baseball at its highest level and see how far their talents could take them.
Who's going to play out here one day?
Parents following the team also took advantage of the relaxed environment and enjoyed their time with the team. The trouble with having cameras around is that they catch almost everything. Wearing a baseball cap backwards apparently is not acceptable by the all-star coaching staff, but hey, they're not around.
No, we do it like when they go like that. It's disrespect.
Disrespect.
What are you doing in here, Ron?
Well, I'm doing some of the wash for the kids that need to be done. Some of the uniforms and stuff.
So coaching responsibilities is washing clothes too?
Partly. Yeah. But there's no parents here, so we end up doing everything ourselves. Washing, cleaning up after, whatever it takes.
We had a rare look into one of the boys' hotel rooms.
It stinks in here.
You can smell, man. You walk in this room and you can smell it. Wow.
Like all the dirty clothes down there.
Where?
There's all our dirty clothes.
It was no wonder. It smells like a locker room in here.
Coach Estevanes and his son were there. The lighting wasn't the best for shooting an interview, but we got to learn about Elijah's reaction to getting hit with a baseball just before Game 3.
And we were throwing it, and then boom, and then I didn't feel it hit me, but right when I opened my eyes, it started pain just boom went all over my head.
Wow.
On his cap, he had the markings of the ball right on his cap, and I was like, so it was.
You think the outcome of the game would have been different yesterday if he had pitched?
Hindsight is kind of hard to say, you know.
Yeah.
You know, as a coach and as a parent, you kind of say, well, you'd like to think that it would have been different, seeing the way he performed today, but it's one of those that, like, again, they're still kids. You know, I would like to think that it would have been a big difference. Right. It would have made a big, because our pitcher that pitched yesterday, it wasn't in the mindset to pitch.
Yeah.
And so then at the last, was that 2 minutes before the game? Hey, go warm up. You got to pitch. Yeah. It's hard.
This is the hospitality room at the hotel, where a lot of decisions are made in the Junior Little League World Series. The last game of the tournament was going to be what they called a crossover game, where a U.S. team would compete against an international team. Texas drew Canada, and they would be flipping for home and visitor spots.
Call it.
Heads!
It's tails.
It's tails.
You say what?
You have your choice.
Start time limit. We face the batter with visitors.
Visitor? Yeah. Texas takes visitor, you get choice in dugouts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The last couple of years, I've heard our superintendent say that our kids are the best in the whole wide world. And today, we're out here competing against the best of the world. So, you know, I guess he's right. We're going to try and compete, and we're in the top 10 teams in the world. And to me, you know, that's good. That's good. I mean, we compete with anybody, no matter who it is. China, Canada, Czech Republic, Panama, Puerto Rico, whoever. I mean, I think we can compete with anybody in the world. And, you know, our kids are tops in the world, and in my opinion.
Because of the rain the previous night, the game against Canada would have to be played on a connecting field in the same park. The game started in its usual fashion. Just like in 3 of the last 4 games, Texas started with another early lead.
There you go, we got one, we'll take it.
Matthew Calderon's slide into home gave Weslaco a 2-1 lead in the top of the 3rd inning. And one of the best catches of the day was also by Calderon deep at center field.
Oh, nice catch by Matt.
Caught that?
Yeah. Our outfield can move, man. And
Those are some major league plays.
Yeah, he can move, man. He took a good angle. Probably gonna find the gap. Matt can move, but it's found a good spot. It's tied 2-2.
But later in the same inning, Canada not only tied the game, but went ahead with 2 almost identical fly balls to center field, bringing the score 4-2. It was the top of the 6th inning when the fate of the entire World Series tournament took over. Another 2-out rally begins with cleanup hitter Alex Hernandez's shot past the shortstop and allowed base runner Axel Camarena to arrive safely at 3rd base. Aaron Gomez up at bat next and connects with a commanding base hit over the top of the 2nd baseman that brings in a score with Alex making a run at 3rd. You can't see it on camera, but the speed and momentum of Alex's run, when he slides into 3rd, the base comes off its metal support post, and catches Alex's ankle. Alex is hurt.
The cleat got caught in it. This is supposed to be safety bases, but on the bottom there's a pad. And when he slid in the cleat, his cleat got caught underneath. And when he slid, the weight carried him and it just popped us. I thought it was his knee, but it was his ankle. His ankle. The cleat got caught in the...
Yeah, well, we just
Alex,
wanted to make sure because some of these injuries...
what's at your ankle? All right.
Some of them you're not feeling.
Is it up in the bone area or is it on where your shoe is? Is it touch? Tell me. Tell me. In?
The backside.
On the outside, right there.
Coaches tried to keep him calm, but you could see that he was in pain. You could hear the ambulances coming in the distance, so as a safety precaution, Alex could not be moved. The stretcher was brought out and arrangements made at a nearby hospital.
Did they know?
Well, I think the president, somebody's calling him already.
Okay.
He'll be going with you.
Are they on the way here?
No, the parents are in Texas.
They're in Texas. So is there any legal guardian here at all then?
Well, we are. Now we're the guardians.
Okay, then one of you got to come with us.
Yeah, he's going to go with us.
Both teams surrounded Alex as a show of support.
Excuse me. I'd like to explain it right now before you move it. If you have one, please.
Okay.
I work EMS too, so if you don't mind.
Aaron Gomez is a parent of Aaron II and a licensed EMT.
Ready?
By now, the 2-hour running clock had expired. The last chance of bringing home a win, now gone. Coaches could have moved Alex into the dugout to keep the chances of winning alive. The bases, after all, were loaded, but coaches say the risk of worsening the injury was not worth the win.
Guys, hell of a game.
We know Alex our best, eh? Right?
But through the entire World Series tournament, amazing feats of kindness and good sportsmanship were on display.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Let us know how he's doing, okay? All right? All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Is that?
That's awesome.
3 pins per kid.
That's cool.
Coaches, you're taking the back row between players' shoulders. Okay. Now I'm going to bring them forward a little bit.
It's one thing to attempt to summarize the experience of 13 boys,
We're going to do 3 more. We're going to go 1, 2, 3.
their coaches and parents, from an observer's perspective.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
To see a world-class event through the lens of a camera.
Here we come.
Smile.
Most reporters are supposed to be objective and report only facts and findings. But as Rafael Cavazos and I covered these last few amazing days, we developed a kind of appreciation for these charming boys, passionate and caring coaches, and devoted families that spent a once-in-a-lifetime summer together.
Say cheese.
Yeah, are you taking pictures?
No, he's recording.
Oh, on pictures.
It's because he wants you to say something. You haven't said anything.
Let's go!
1, 2, 3, let's go!
We hope we captured more than sports and competition.
Hey, my dream was you got me here already. That's what I wanted from you guys. Now, everything's for you.
But I think we saw life lessons unfolding before us. We saw boys become young men, and we can be excited for each of them because they know now how to pick themselves up when disappointments in life come. And they will come. These boys gained an invaluable experience competing at the highest level of the game for their age group. Organizer and volunteer of the Junior Little League World Series, Joe Horth, helps put this event into perspective.
Well, yeah, we had 2 pro scouts here 2 days ago. A scout from the Angels and a scout from the Mariners. And they were looking at 2 boys from Panama. Because the international teams can actually be signed to a contract at 16 years old. What they do is after they sign them a contract, they send them to a baseball academy, and then from there, at about 18 or 19, they'll go into the minor leagues, and then from there into the pros. So, yeah, this is the highest level they get to prior. It's amazing. It's amazing. The competition here is the best in the world. There's no doubt. There is no doubt.
The manager, Arnaldo Cavazos Jr.
9 of the boys are between 13 and 14 years old and freshmen at Weslaco High School. The other 4 are in middle schools that feed into high. So in a few years, we will see them together again at the varsity level with a target on their backs. They will be known as the team that competed on a world playing field with a chip on their shoulder, out to redeem themselves once and for all.
1, 2, 3, brotherhood!
Let's go. With photojournalist Rafael Cavazos, reporting from Taylor, Michigan for KWES TV, I'm Steve Valdez.
Roberto, tírate un paso. Roberto, tírate un paso. Roberto, tírate un paso. Roberto, tírate un paso. Roberto, reggaetón, reggaetón, reggaetón.